嘿、hello， 先生小姐，歡迎你翻到嚟 Loser Club 繼續做定組 ，to be or not to be。好啦，我哋上次話係繼續睇下佢哋其他 option 係點樣啊。OK，go back。Warning，erase all progress。OK， 咁啊冇理佢啦，繼續啦 ，go。
Ways to Murder a King by Ophelia and Hamlet。
噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔噔，呢度攝晒佢啦。OK。Steps。
I saw a dude get stabbed in the leg and then pull out the sword.
OK，不過 step 死佢定係 drown 死佢定係揀呢個
Always fatal. Probably.
呢個包公奇案咧？OK， OK 就 step 佢啦。
Let's kill him with stabs, you say. As there are indeed swords, like everywhere. I was thinking the same thing, Hamlet says. Okay, so here's my plan. We wait until he goes to church, alone, and then we... Stab him? You ask. No, Hamlet replies. We don't kill him then, because his soul will be pure. Instead, we fake your death, which causes... Wait, what?
Huh?
You say, interrupting. Hold on, Hamlet says. I'm just...
Hamlet 係隻低能嘅。
We fake your death, which causes Laertes to get mad. And then he challenges me to a duel. And then during the duel, Claudius and Laertes try to poison me. They are secretly on teams, both with the poison-tipped sword Laertes has, and with the poison-filled goblet they keep offering me. But my mom drinks it instead, so she's dead. Then Laertes and I both end up dead too. Claudius didn't end up stabbed in your plan, you point out. Oh, well, I stab him just before I die, says Hamlet.
OK，
Sweetie, you say, I love you, but that plan is stupid. It's not even a plan. It's a series of mistakes that results in everyone being dead. You would really do all that on purpose? Yes, Hamlet shrugs. Okay, well, here's my plan, you say. We go out with Claudius while he's drinking and get seen by everyone. Only secretly, we're drinking ginger ale instead of booze. Then, when Claudius is drunk, we loudly announce we're going back to your place to kiss together in private. And also maybe get naked. Who knows? Because we're young and crazy. But instead, we hide on the path to Claudius's place, and when he stumbles down the road towards us, we stab him and leave. Then we show up at the drinking hall again with kiss marks on us. And I say, Hamlet, you're the prince of my heart. And you say, I'm an Opheliac.
OK，
Good, says Hamlet. Though it does lack in action and needless tragedy. Normally those are bad things, you say, and Hamlet laughs at you, as if you just said that light is both a wave and a particle. I mean, it is, but how would you know that? Anyway, the point is, Hamlet reacts like you said something crazy. That is the takeaway here. I'm serious, you say. What? Hamlet says flatly. I'm serious. Inaction and needless tragedy are typically seen as bad things, you say. Well, long story short, somehow, since childhood, Hamlet thought the opposite and is really embarrassed to find out he's been wrong all these years.
OK，
He says,
原來
"Why
係
didn't anyone ever tell me?" And you
幼
say,
年嘅時候教錯咗佢，所以搞到咁麻煩嘅。
Geez, I must have looked like such an idiot for most of my adult life. And you stay silent because, yeah, awkward.
咁點解 Ophelia 就會中意佢嘅？又低能嘅喎。
And as you walk to the drinking hall where Claudius usually drinks, Hamlet keeps saying things like, Man, I always wondered why dictionaries were always so accurate except for their definitions of inaction and tragedy.
OK，
Arrive at drinking hall.
好 go。
It's not yet booze o'clock.
等陣
so
先，
you-
教先啲聲好似好大咁樣。啲應該話啲背景音樂大過，咦 ？Change font， 冇換翻 center 先。你唔好教大細聲喎 ，turn music on，turn music off， 但唔好教大細聲。啲背景音樂好大，但係啲 narration 好似好細咁樣啲聲，奇怪，聽落好辛苦。But anyway，OK。咁啊冇得教，咁冇辦法啦，繼續啦。
It's not yet booze o'clock, so you and Hamlet set yourselves up in a quiet little corner and start drinking the ginger ale you picked up along the way. While you wait, you talk about your feelings, but haha, the advantage books have over real life is you can skip over the boring stuff.
OK，
So here we go. Suddenly, it's later. Claudius walks in the door. I'll have some booze, he says. In celebration of my new wife and kinghood. It turns
Any
out Claudius
國王
drinks like a
好似係
fish, which is an idiom that means he drinks a lot. Not that he extracts oxygen from the alcohol he inhales and then expels the remaining alcohol that flows in the side of his head.
OK，
Soon, Claudius is falling over drunk,
得啦，
and
明
they're
啊。
sounding the trumpets that are normally sounded to let all the sundry know that the head of state is wasted. Okay, you say. Now let's tell everyone we're going home to make out. Already on it, Hamlet says, and he stands up. Attention, everyone. I am going home to kiss my girlfriend on the lips. Everyone applauds
Wow.
except for Claudius, who falls over. You leave, then double back and run towards the king's chamber, taking pains not to be seen. You find a good hiding spot behind some bushes, where you can see the road clearly, but can't be seen yourself. It's actually a really nice spot. It's kind of romantic. Let's make out while we wait, Hamlet says.
會唔會變咗龜兔賽跑啊咁樣？
What if Claudius takes another route? This is the most reasonable route for him to take, you say. And even if he does choose another route, we've got our entire lives to kill this man, Hamlet. We can try again another night, and we can keep trying until it happens naturally. Now, it's kiss time. And keep one eye on the road.
OK，
It was a nice plan, but it
Come
turns out that
on.
you do miss Claudius tonight. However, all you're trying to do is spot a drunk man who isn't trying to hide, and there's not that many routes back to the castle. Depending on how much attention you pay to the road, you might catch him another night. In fact, I'll work out the odds. If you pay super close attention, you will catch him in, at most, 10 nights, 9 times out of 10.
OK，
Pay some attention, you will catch him in, at most, 100 nights, 9 times out of 10. If you pay very little attention, you will catch him in, at most, 1,000
10萬、
nights,
100萬
9
同
times
埋
out of 10.
1000萬，
So,
1000萬
how many nights do you want it to take to catch him? 10 nights,
OK，
100 nights.
想快啲搞掂定係快慢慢嚟？3年嘅喎，咁樣即係，快啲搞掂佢啦。
Finally, Claudius walks by drunk, right where you want him to, and you spot him. You and Hamlet jump out of the bushes, swords at the ready.
What is the meaning of this?
Claudius demands, hiccuping in the way non-stereotypical drunk people usually don't.
點解國王運陪佢翻屋企咧？
You say.
And the ghost of the man you murdered has charged us with killing you. So that's what we're going to do.
Ghosts? Those exist?
Claudius says, shocked.
Man, I wish I knew that before I murdered my brother.
He admits it, Hamlet says, charging at Claudius with a sword in front of him. You do nothing to stop him. Hamlet seems to need this, and you're happy to let him do it.
Is he happy
耶！
being a ghost? It sounds nice.
Claudius says. Why don't you ask him yourself? Hamlet says, stabbing Claudius right in the body.
Maybe I will.
Claudius shouts back as blood squirts out of his new holes.
We will have a ghost-to-ghost, heart-to-heart and work this out. In any case, I am glad to have the confirmation that the end of this life is not the end of consciousness.
OK，
Well, good. I hope you do have that chat. You need to work things out. He is family after all, Hamlet shouts in reply, stabbing him some more.
I'm looking forward to it, along with this voyage of discovery to the next stage of human existence, which I now embark upon.
咁深奧咁樣，突然之間變到咁哲學嘅啲嘢
You
嗰
and
啲。
Hamlet walk back to the drinking hall and establish your alibi. Then you go to bed.
OK，
The next morning, Claudius is discovered dead.
Oh
Get
no!
away with murder.
Get away with murder.
Good idea. The next morning, you and Hamlet get away with murder. And though Claudius's death is suspicious, suicide via multiple stab wounds is
哦，
unusual.
唔 unusual 啊，中國都係咁噶啦，
Hamlet
成日
is
都咁
next
樣
in
發
line
生噶
for the
啦。
throne, but these things do take
被
time,
自殺。
remember? There's ceremonies to plan and coronation foodstuffs to order and such, so you've got some time on your hands. You and Hamlet spend most of the day wandering around trying to be overheard saying things like, wow, I wonder who the murderer could be, if indeed Claudius was murdered. And that information is definitely not within my mind, as I was not involved in this incident. It's weird though, because I already told you that you got away with it. So it's not exactly the most productive use of your time, but who cares? Murder. Turns out it's
耶，又搞掂
Yep. Everything's
！Claudius 真係慘啊，
great
已經俾人懟冧咗好多次啊佢。
To end this story on a happy note, stop reading right now. Okay, so,
OK，
as I was saying, everything is certainly going great for you, Ophelia. Until that night, anyway, when Hamlet is murdered in his sleep by the royal court courtier, Osric.
Why?
Whoa, what?
What?
Save Hamlet. Didn't you notice me use the past tense? He's already dead. You and Hamlet were sleeping together. Literally. You were literally sleeping together. That
Okay.
still sounds weird. Look, I mean to say you were both asleep and literally not having sex. When Osric, Claudius's favorite courtier, snuck in and slit Hamlet's throat. You only survived because his gurgling woke you up in time to see Osric's blade creeping towards you. You threw yourself out of bed and grabbed the bedside table.
knocking Osric over the head with it.
Oh
It was
no.
out cold, but it was too late for your boyfriend.
Oh no. I'm late.
And
No.
you are cheesed. Right now, Osric is bound to a chair with a gag in his mouth. You want him to answer a few questions. You undo the gag, and he spits at you. In return, you break his
啊
nose.
好暴力。
Who sent you?
You demand.
Claudius.
He says.
He's a ghost now. Says he wants revenge. Says you two killed him. Says he's not going to rest until you're dead.
OK。
It looks like your worst-case scenario came true, Ophelia.
What's to stop me from killing you?
You demand.
Nothing. Claudius said it'd probably end up this way.
好矛啊！有鬼喺度真係好矛。
Guess he was only half right.
Osric says, and then laughs.
Then why would you do it?
You ask, incredulous.
Why would you try to kill me, knowing you'd fail, and that I'd kill you in return?
Because if you kill me now, I've got some unfinished business. And that means I get to be a ghost.
Osric says.
OK。
Claudius says being a ghost is great. Says when I meet him in Ghostland, he's going to set me up real nice.
He coughs up some blood and then meets your gaze, unblinking.
Can't wait.
He says. Kill Osric. Let Osric live.
OK， 佢咁想死啊，咁唔俾你死啦。
I'm going to end this madness now. I'm going to let you live.
You say,
Thanks,
says Osric.
but no thanks. Would rather be a ghost if it's all the same to you.
I'm not going to kill you.
You shout at him.
Fine. Then I'll kill you. Or at least I'll keep trying, over and over and over again. I'm not gonna stop, sweetie, until you're dead. The only way to stop me is to kill me.
He looks like he means it. If you untie Osric now, he'll probably attack you. If you leave him tied up, he'll get loose eventually and then attack you. Either way, you're going to be attacked by him in the near future, and he is going to try to kill you. On the other hand, he's tied up right now, which gives you a distinct advantage in the who is killing whom department. Leave him tied up and escape. Kill him now.
OK， 咁樣啊，懟冧佢啦，好啦，冇辦法啦，
Walk
你逼我
calmly to
㗎
your。closet, retrieve a sword, and return to Osric.
點解唔幫人鎖起佢咧？真係。
You killed the man I love.
You say.
And you did it in the bed I love. And now they're both ruined and covered in blood. And for that, I am going to kill you.
Go nuts.
He says. You do. Osric laughs the whole time. Just before he dies, Osric holds up one hand to get you to stop.
Wait a second.
He says.
I have to ask you a question.
You point your sword at his neck.
Better not take too long.
You say.
I'm not sure how much blood you have left in there.
Osric looks at the sword, then up at you. He's smiling.
What makes you think
He says, grinning through a mouthful of blood and broken teeth.
that I was the only one Claudius talked to?
What?
You say.
He talked to everyone. He promised them everything. They all
Osric slams his head down on your sword, cutting his face.
want you.
Osric slams his head down again, cutting deeper.
OK，
Then Osric slams his head down on your sword, cleaving his skull in two. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he did that. That's disgusting. What the heck, dude? You look around the room. Hamlet's dead. Osric's dead. And everyone you know has been given a really good reason to want you murdered. This is going to be a challenging day, Ophelia, and you're only 3 hours into it. You go to a window and look out into the night. You can't bring Hamlet back, and if he is a ghost, then you'll meet him eventually. But not now. Right now, you've got plenty to live for, and lots you want to do before you die. By way of an example, one of the things you want to do is kill everyone in town before they kill you first. You
OK，
pick up your sword, wipe it clean on Osric's body, and resheath it in its scabbard.
Looks like it's time to kill everyone in Hamlet and chew bubblegum.
OK，
All out of gum.
點會變咗咁嘅故事？
What you meant was, looks like it's time to kill everyone in this Hamlet, referring, of course, to the small town that the castle is in. But it's early and nobody heard you anyway. So no harm, no foul, right? Okay, Ophelia, let's do this. Let's have a living person take personal revenge in the story for once. Let's, as you say, kill everyone in Hamlet.
好，
Kill everyone in the royal court. Kill Polonius and Laertes. Kill the background characters in your life.
變咗大屠殺成個故事，點會咁嘅
Grave diggers that are always slacking off, etc. One by one.
？OK，懟冧啲人啦，roll call 啲人先啦。
You kick down the door to the royal court.
Queen Gertrude,
You shout.
what time is it? Moon looks like it's about 3 in the morning-ish.
She replies, glancing out the window.
Wrong.
You shout.
It's 12 o'clock.
I really think the moon looks to be about... Wait, what?
She says.
Death o'clock? Are you here to kill me? Yep,
You say cheerfully.
and everybody else here too. What are you all doing here anyway? Having a party? No, we were figuring out the best way to kill you. That's too bad.
You shout, interrupting, sensing that your chance to make this pun is getting away from you as you draw your sword.
Because partying is such sweet sorrow.
Everyone in the room stares at you.
What's funnier is that this room is packed with people who want to kill you instead.
Gertrude says, and then waves in your direction.
Have at it, everyone.
And that's what the room full of people do. Wow, attacking the queen right away didn't really pay off, huh? You should have at least waited until you had some practice at murders, instead of trying to kill tons of people all at once.
Oh no, 死咗。
Live and learn, I guess.
Oh no.
Or in your case, live and learn and then die without having a chance to use the knowledge you gained. The end. P.S. You don't even come back as a ghost. What a rip.
Damn, why? Oh no. 夠晒 Hamlet 啦啩，今次應該。可唔可以快啲啊？其實呢個標，呢個 meter 可唔可以快少少？喂，冚唪唥死晒咁滯喎啲人，應該夠 Hamlet 啦。屌，OK， 再嚟個。Step pun deals choice made，OK， 繼續 skip， 好。今次睇下先啦，如果係咁咧，睇下先，咦？好 ，in which Ophelia decided to kill everyone. Yeah. Okay.
You walk calmly to your closet, retrieve a sword, and return to Osric.
Okay. Skip. 好，今次睇下先，對冧邊個先好咧 ？Kill the background character in your life. Okay. 對冧咗佢哋先啦，冇鬼用呢啲。
You decide to track down these background characters and kill them one by one. You also decide to have a little conversation with each of the people you murderize, because that sounds like a lot of fun. First up are the gravediggers. You catch them at night, digging a grave. Surprise!
Whose grave is this?
You ask.
Why, it's my grave.
The first gravedigger responds.
Because I'm the one digging it, see? I use that line
Hold
all
on.
the time and it never gets old.
Okay.
You raise an eyebrow.
Who is the grave actually for, though?
Oh, it's for Ophelia. Ghost of the King says if I try to kill her and fail, then I'll get to be a ghost. And being a ghost is great. Do you know her? This Ophelia?
Yeah, pretty well.
You answer.
She thinks she'd be pretty good burying someone alive, but I bet you could do a better job.
Oh well, probably not actually.
He replies.
There's not that much to it. You just need to knock someone out so they don't struggle. Then bury them.
Okay.
Then say a good one-liner as you walk away, like, "Oh look, someone's walking on your grave."
Got it.
You say, knocking him and his friend over the head with the flat edge of your sword, sending them into unconsciousness. You bury them together in their fresh grave, filling it up with dirt, patting the last of the dirt down with your shovel.
Nobody likes being buried alive.
You shout over your shoulder as you walk away. You stop in your tracks and turn around.
But don't worry. In a few minutes, you'll just be buried.
Nice. Okay. Who's next?
OK， 好啦，對冧咗扎人啦。好，跟住
Guildenstern.
咩人嚟啊？啲
Marcellus, Bernardo, and Francisco. Those
Oh.
sentry dudes.
對冧 Hamlet 啲朋友，但係點解要對冧佢哋咧？佢哋唔係朋友嚟嘅咩
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, best
Okay.
buds of Hamlet. They live in Rosencrantz's mom's basement.
Hello, Mrs. Rosencrantz.
You say politely as she answers her door.
Are Rosencrantz and Guildenstern home? Yeah, they're downstairs.
She says. As you walk down the stairs, you become aware of Mrs. Rosencrantz behind you, carrying a large knife.
Why, Mrs. Rosencrantz?
個個人都想佢死，真係慘。
She answers by trying to stab you in the back, but you dodge, use her own momentum against her, and send her flying down the stairs. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern look up from the game they're playing to see her body hit the landing.
That
You say, as you descend and step over the mangled Mrs. Rosencrantz.
is going to keep happening.
10 minutes
有一個
later,
科學家、
after
科學
several
少女變成一個
Rosencrantz and Guildenstern up the stairs, and then
呢個叫咩啊？呢個叫病嬌啊，係咯，
left of them
病
are
嬌
two
少
groups
女
of broken
變態。
bodies, their lifeless eyes gazing back at you.
Hey,
You say,
It's not polite to stare.
2 in a row. Who do you want to kill next?
哦，又對兩陣啊，OK
Marcellus, Bernardo, and Francisco. Those sentry dudes.
OK，對落埋佢哋先
These
啊
are。all like soldier guys, so they'll be a bit harder to kill. On the other hand, you have just killed several dudes. The 3 of them are up on a castle parapet, looking out over the edge of the ground far below. You walk up behind them.
Hey, boys. Seen any ghosts lately?
You say,
Actually, yes, 2 of them.
replies Bernardo, turning around.
And one said that if I die while trying to kill Ophelia, I'll gain ghost.
The sentence dies on his lips when he sees you.
Boo.
You say. Bernardo runs at you, but you sidestep him easily, and he falls over the edge of the parapet and hits the ground far below with a sickening crunch.
Leaving so soon?
好難
You
啊，
say.
好
Marcellus
難
and
嘅難
Francisco
嘅
glance at each other, then run at you, their swords drawn. You duck and spin, cutting off their feet. They fall off the edge as well, landing near Bernardo. You kick their disembodied feet off the parapet and down onto their lifeless bodies.
Go on.
You say.
Shoo.
Oh, wow. That was a terrible punch since they weren't even wearing shoes. But we're still counting it for 3 in a row. All
OK，
that's left of these background characters are the courtiers. These murders you've done so far have taken a while, so it's early morning now and the royal court is not in session anymore. I should tell you that the royal court hours are from midnight to 4 a.m. and noon to 6 p.m. It's weird, but whatever. No worries, though. You'll just track them down and kill them individually.
OK，好，逐個諗佢哋咯。
There are a lot of courtiers. You hide out until nightfall and sneak into their houses, killing each of them in hilarious ways. While you do that, you try to imagine how you'd recount their deaths to a third party, perhaps in prose. You reflect that one of the advantages writing has over, say, real life, is that you can say things quickly without having to go into too much detail. Is it cheating your audience? I mean, it can be, you reason, but it isn't necessarily cheating.
Probably. My audience wouldn't want to read about dozens of grisly murders.
唔係㗎，我想讀嘅其實。有
Even if I did cut off the top of someone's head so that the brains fell into their hands while I said, hold that thought.
You add.
OK，
Then I said, oh wow, that was just off the top of my head.
You conclude. Anyway, long story short, all the
好
courtiers are
難
dead and
好多
it was
難嘅
awesome. All
OK，
that's left are Polonius and Laertes, Queen Gertrude, and a bunch of people you barely see, but who are still technically all up in your Hamlet. You decide to kill those people you barely know first, so you'll be leveled up as much as possible.
咁樣升 level，
There's a priest who
點
hangs
會
around
咁嘅？
town.
Say your prayers.
You say. A chef,
Try tonight's special. Skewers.
a few shopkeepers,
We're having a big sale on stabs this weekend, and everything must go.
some ambassadors,
I'm afraid you've been recalled. To hell.
and so on until the only people left are people you know. So,
OK，
this is it.
咁啊
Ophelia.
成個小鎮死晒咁
There
滯
are
啦，已
only
經
3 more people left to kill.
突然之間咁勁嘅，喺邊度
Will
咁
it be patricide and fratricide with Polonius and Laertes, or a taste of regicide with Queen Gertrude herself?
？OK，唔知點解要對冧自己老豆
Stroll
同埋
into
自
your
己兄
family's
弟。
quarters. Your father is there, and your brother Laertes is there too. Looks like his trip to France was postponed when he discovered that ghosts are real, huh?
Dad?
You say, nodding to Polonius.
Bro?
You say, nodding to Laertes.
What is up?
You notice Polonius and Laertes both have their swords drawn and are advancing on you.
Now simmer down, fellas.
You say,
We're all family here, right? I'm sure if a ghost told you to murder me, you'd come talk to me about it and not attack me outright, right?
唔係應該正常都係咁
Polonius'
啊，
response is to jab
但係
his
點解
sword
佢會咁？
You parry it easily,
有
sending
冇
the
搞
sword
錯？
skittering across the
老
room.
豆點解要懟我啊？
Well, Laertes, you're certainly not going to try to kill me, right?
Laertes' response is to jab the sword at you too. It works just as well for him as it did for his father, and now both men face you, unarmed.
Well, seems I have the advantage, guys. So, let me ask you a question. Do you think I look like you? Because people always said they could see the family resemblance.
No.
Says Laertes, and you cut off his head with 3 quick strikes. It slides off his neck and onto the floor.
哦，
Really?
You say to your dead brother,
Because I always thought when it came to me, you were a dead ringer.
you turn to Polonius.
Imagine he worked as a bell ringer. Then it's even better.
You say,
These aren't very good one-liners.
he replies,
And I say this as your father. You need, I don't know, an editor or something.
I suppose I do need to make a few.
you begin. but are interrupted by Polonius.
Don't say cuts.
He says,
Cuts!
you say, slicing Polonius up and killing him in the process.
It's been a slice,
You say,
but now I must lay you adieu.
Polonius
Come
comes back
on.
to life long enough to
好
say,
難啊！
That pun is older than stale bread. It is older than the dust on stale bread, actually, now that I think about it.
and then he's dead again. Ouch! Sick burns on
死
you,
完又死
Ophelia.
多次。
But he's
OK
dead now, so whatever.
OK，連
If
自
you're
己屋
gonna
企人
kill
都都
everyone,
諗埋啦，
there's just one thing left to do, Ophelia.
剩翻個
Kill.
暗烈老母
You。find
好，
Gertrude in
搞
the
掂啦，
royal
暗烈老
court,
母。
alone.
Ophelia,
She says, greeting you coolly.
I see you've had a busy night. It appears I'm the only one left alive. And if I don't miss my guess, you're here to kill me too. Right on target.
You
佢
say.
會唔會變身嘅咧
Well, do you care to make it interesting?
She asks.
？OK，
Should you beat me at a game, then I will allow you to kill me. In fact, I'll even kill myself. But if I win this game, then you will spare me my life.
OK，睇下啦，玩咩啊
What's？the
係咪
game？
玩 card game 啊
You
咁樣
ask.
遊戲王
The game, dear Ophelia, is the game of kings.
You look at her blankly.
我蠢啊！
But queens can play it too. Also, there are horses in it.
You continue to look at her blankly.
I'm talking about chess.
OK，
She says,
咁我係嘅嗰陣時應該冇遊戲王玩
turning
嘅。
over the bloody sword in your hand.
I mean, I could just kill you with my sword. Of course.
She replies.
And you could go to your grave having never beaten a head of state at chess. Yeah, better not to have on your resume that you beat someone at chess so hard that they killed themselves.
OK，
Gertrude's sarcasm is pretty pointed, I gotta say. But how good are you at chess, Ophelia? You should probably factor that into your decision, as I honestly have no idea how good Gertrude is at it. My bad. I guess somehow I never really thought these ridiculous circumstances would happen. Just kill Gertrude.
OK，捉棋定係對撈埋佢好咧？OK，好啦，即管捉下棋啦。雖然我都唔知佢識唔識捉棋啊。
I'll play your game.
You say,
Excellent.
she says, motioning to her throne.
Please, have a seat.
As you sit down and settle in, she quickly sets up a chessboard in front of you, pulling up another throne for the opposite side. She arranges the pieces with the air of someone who actually knows what she's doing when it comes to playing chess,
OK，
which isn't the greatest sign for you. She's white, you're black,
Since you're the one who barged in here, it's my turn to make the next move.
she says, advancing her king's pawn up 2 squares.
Ah, yes, the Queen's Gambit.
You say,
That's not what that is.
she says. You're kinda in over your head here, aren't you, Ophelia? Copy her move on your side. How can she beat an opponent who copies all her moves? Move your king's bishop's pawn ahead 1 square. It's the one on your left.
copy 佢啲 move 應該都贏唔到啦。呢個 move Bishop's pawn ahead 1 square，OK，冇理啊，照行啦。
You move your pawn up 1 square.
我都唔係好知，
Gertrude quickly jots down
我都唔係好
something
識
on a
捉，
piece of
唔
paper
係好識
you
捉
hadn't
棋嘅
noticed
其實。
before. E4, F6, it reads. Beside it, she's noted the words, "Oh man, seriously? Wow. Maybe she's impressed. I mean, that is a really optimistic way to look at things." Gertrude moves her queen's pawn out 2 spaces, so it's standing beside her other one. She's building a wall of pawns. But she's
OK，
overlooked the fact that when pawns are side by side, they can't defend each other as well as if they're in a zigzag pattern. What's she doing? Doesn't she realize? D4, she writes. Build a wall too, but make mine zigzag. G5. Build a wall too, but make it straight like hers. G6.
OK，識啫。
You bring up your horse's pawn 2 spaces to form the first step of a zigzag wall.
點解我望下變咗捉象棋啊？搞乜鬼嘢啫？
Congratulations.
She says.
You have managed to lose the game in the shortest possible time. 2 moves. It is
OK，
impossible to lose at chess any faster. There is no way for you to be worse at this game.
what？
Not true.
You say.
I could be worse if I didn't know how the pieces moved.
Gertrude writes down QD5, then moves her queen diagonally as far as it'll go, putting it beside your pawn.
The thing is, I'm not convinced you haven't been guessing your way through it so far.
She says.
But it doesn't matter anyway.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that's...
咁我真係估咗依家。OK，damn。
Gertrude looks at the board, looks at you, and smiles beatifically.
Checkmate.
she says. You look down at the board, trying out all the possibilities you can see.
行兩步輸咗唔係啩？
There's no move you can make. You've lost,
Looks like you don't get to kill me after all.
she says, flipping the table. Attached to the underside of the table are two short swords that she grabs in midair. She takes a swipe at you, which you dodge.
What the hell?
發生咩
You
事？
ask.
You can't kill me, as per the terms of our agreement.
Gertrude says.
But we never agreed that I couldn't kill you.
You reach to draw your sword.
Now, be careful with that.
Gertrude says.
You wouldn't want to cut me. I could die
Come
from
no da.
infection.
Put the sword back in its sheath,
黐線梗係斬
I
佢
can still
啦！
defend myself.
you say, and with a quick swipe of your blade, you send her short sword skittering to the ground. She calmly turns from you, picks them up, and begins attacking you with them again. You knock them to the floor again. She picks them up and attacks you again.
OK，
Days later, you are drinking a cup of coffee with one hand while warding off her strikes with
Come
the
no
other
da.
hand. It's how you do everything these days. Gertrude attacks you constantly. So while you're doing stuff with your dominant hand, you're constantly defending yourself with your free non-dominant hand. As the years go by, you end up with one super muscly arm. And in the end, isn't that the most we can all hope for?
咁都得。
The end. P.S. The ghosts of everyone you kill think this whole situation is pretty weird. But whatevs, you live your life by your own rules.
西非你究竟發生緊咩事？點解冇晒音樂嘅？奇怪。佢嗰幾幅畫好幾過癮，真係。OK， 結果都係 not to be。耶嘿，耶嘿，好嘢！雖然隊唔冧晒全部人，不過唔緊要。隊剩一個，然之後自己仲要變成練到好大隻添，好犀利。好，咁我哋下次可以再嚟個 decide to play chess，所以下次再試一試嘅。OK， 好啦，咁就去到度先啦。咁啊，下集我哋再睇下可唔可以對冧阿女王，唔係女王咧，皇后先係嘛？好，下集再見，多謝收睇，拜拜。